Donald Trump should immediately disclose all of his ties and connections to the Kremlin and its associates.
Recent court filings have further exposed the depth of collusion between the media and Clinton campaign operatives in the run-up to the 2016 presidential election. And they help to show how these operatives work closely with the corporate media to promote the made-up Russia collusion narrative, a narrative that the Clinton campaign had itself concocted. At the same time, recently indicted Clinton campaign lawyer Michael Sussmann was pushing the Russia collusion narrative into the FBI. The casual, collegial nature of the recently exposed emails highlight the close-knit relationship that existed between Clinton campaign operative firm Fusion GPS and a number of prominent reporters in the corporate media. On several occasions, Fusion GPS directed members of the media to run with stories that Fusion had put forward, several of them cheerfully obliged. Hi everyone, and welcome to Truth Over News with Jeff Carlson and Hans Manke.
The filings were made as part of ongoing litigation between Alpha Bank, Christopher Steele, Fusion GPS, and actions taken by former Perkins Coie lawyer Michael Sussmann. Alpha is the Russian bank accused by Clinton campaign operatives of having served as the conduit between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin. Alpha Bank is suing Fusion GPS, the Clinton campaign operative firm, as well as the unidentified party or parties who fabricated a fake data trail that made it look as if the Trump organization was communicating with Alpha Bank. Supposed evidence of the fake data trail was first provided to the FBI by Clinton campaign lawyer Michael Sussmann on September 19, 2016. He did so in an attempt to get the FBI to investigate Trump. Sussmann was recently indicted by special counsel John Durham for having lied to the FBI during that September meeting. The FBI had fully debunked the allegations internally within a few days, but this didn't stop the Clinton campaign from continuing to push the false allegations into the public realm. This effort, aided by a complicit media and the FBI's refusal to publicly denounce the stories, proved largely successful, as Trump was ultimately ensnared in a multi-year investigation over his alleged ties to the Kremlin. The newly released emails from Alpha's litigation feature many of the same media personalities whose names have become synonymous with promotion of the Russia collusion nonsense. And they include Michael Isikoff of Yahoo News, Tom Hamburger of The Washington Post, and Matthew Mosk of ABC. Media collusion with the Clinton campaign, the DNC, and its many operatives has been an open secret. But even hardened Russiagate investigators were surprised by the brazenness and coziness of relationships between the media and the extended members of the Clinton campaign. The new emails from Alpha's litigation address the false allegations of the connection between Trump, Alpha Bank, and Putin. In the closing weeks of the 2016 election, officials at Fusion GPS, the firm that hired Christopher Steele to write his dossier, repeatedly commanded prominent members of the media to publish their allegations.
One reporter that Fusion GPS operatives appear to have been particularly close to was Reuters' Tom Hosenball. This was made clear in an email to Hosenball that was sent by Fusion's co-owner, Peter Fritsch, who commanded Hosenball to do the Alpha Bank secret comms story. Hosenball appeared to have been fully on board with pushing Fusion's story, but lamented that the cyber experts at Reuters had not been able to independently verify the authenticity of the data. In response to Hosenball's concerns over getting the story past his internal verification process, Fritsch told Hosenball to contact David Dagan, an IT specialist at Georgia Tech and an associate of Rodney Joff. Both Dagan and Joff were recently named as potential targets of John Durham's special counsel investigation. Franklin Foer of Slate was another reporter with whom Fusion was in close contact. Foer famously published an October 31st, 2016 story alleging a vast conspiracy involving Trump, Alpha Bank, and the Kremlin. That story originated with and was being driven by Perkins' Coy partner Michael Sussmann, who was concurrently pushing the story into the FBI and the New York Times. Foer's publication of his story on Alpha Bank, which ran only a week before the 2016 election, appeared to be coordinated with several reporters and the Clinton campaign. We now know from the new email release that Foer's publication was preceded by several emails between Fusion GPS and Foer, including a response from Foer who told Fritsch on October 22, 2016, that his editors were very excited about this piece. On October 30th, 2016, Fritsch sent an email reminding Foer that it was time to hurry. Foer responded by sending Fritsch a draft of his article for review. A day later, the article was published. Fritsch was pushing Foer to publish his Alpha story because he was aware that the New York Times was about to publish their own story on the Alpha Bank allegations, and that story specifically downplayed the allegations. Foer acknowledged that the New York Times had the story and told Fritsch that he could not understand the Times' tentativeness. Immediately following the publication of Foer's article, Hillary Clinton sent a tweet which included a statement from Jake Sullivan, her senior foreign policy advisor, who also happens to feature in special counsel Durham's indictment of Michael Sussmann. Sullivan's statement referenced the Slate article and stated that this could be the most direct link yet between Donald Trump and Moscow. On the same day, Clinton also sent another tweet directly linking to Foer's article. With the statement from the Clinton campaign, combined with the Slate article and a concurrent mention of the Alpha allegations in a story by Mother Jones reporter David Korn, the Alpha story took off, despite the same-day story from the New York Times, which noted the FBI had investigated the matter and found nothing untoward.
Matthew Mosk of ABC News is another reporter that's mentioned in the emails stemming from Alpha's ongoing litigation. Mosk is known for the role he played in setting up Sergey Milian, an American realtor who had once sold Trump condominiums in Florida. Milian, who is originally from Belarus, had apparently been identified by Clinton campaign operatives as a target around whom they could spin the Russia collusion narrative.